All right, to watch this video for August 24th, which is going to be a Wednesday. This SPY is just still in this range. It's above the last several days, but again, I just kind of picture a line from the recent highs to the recent lows, and we're just in that range. There is just no volume this August, and that's normal. So we're just looking for the individual movers every day. All right, I'm trying to get my money, my daily goal in the first hour, because that is, especially in August, the best time to trade. So CNTF is actually kind of interesting here. Had the spike back here and then came in and did nothing for like a month, and now a secondary spike. There's not a lot in the way of this one other than maybe the 200-day. So let's watch this one. A break of today's high would be 290. I always try to include that in my notes. So 291 is worth noting that if it gets over that, you might just push through 3 and break this. I always look for catalysts above, so a whole number 3 break would be a possibility above, then a break of this 320 from mid-July, or I should say a break of, that 316, 320 is going to be resistance because it's the 200-day and that high of that last spike, but it might just rip through that at least on an intraday basis before coming back in, if at all. So it's a nice low float stock. Before I misspeak, let me double check that. Yeah, I'm showing like 2.1 million, so a tiny float. I'm using finviz.com for that, so hopefully that's true. Certainly an interesting setup. LTRX had this huge spike. Today gapped up a little bit, and then just kind of had, like a 20-cent range. I think it's still worth having. No trades in it today, but I think it's still worth having on watch for tomorrow. SGY, let me zoom in a little bit just to show you why I'm watching this. Let's see, 953 to over 15 in 2 sessions. Then it pulled back, gapped down today, and closed strong. And actually, oil was pretty strong today. So this is interesting. Today's high, 1175. That's probably a worthy area to put in your notes, 1176. Break of today's high might get this moving back up. Also, I'll be looking for other possible entries based on intraday trading. Sort of a similar scenario. CRK had a really nice move here, a couple days lower, now a green day. Sitting right at the 200-day, that's worth noting, but let's keep our eyes on that one too. SEED. Not sure of the float on this one. I'll check as I'm babbling here, but I do like the chart. Kind of have a flag pattern for me. It says 16 million. I'm going to just show you real quick why. And you can, if you look at charts very often, you can, I'm sure you can already see it without having the line, right? But if you just, you can kind of connect that there, right? So you see I have a pretty tight little kind of pennant forming or whatever. One thing I don't like about it is that it had a really big move today percentage-wise, so I kind of expect it to come in for a couple days if it is going to break to the upside and then do it. But you know what? We can start watching it tomorrow. It had kind of, it looks like a late day pop, so that one might have some follow-through. Let's just put it on the list, keep it on a chart. RLJE. Quiet inside day, but you know what? This is getting kind of close to round tripping now, so it makes me like it less. Tiny volume today compared to that big breakout. So we'll keep it on watch, but not in love with it. KOOL had a nice 3-day pop, or maybe a 2-day pop, and then came back in today on much lower volume. Kind of maybe retesting the 200-day from above. I like this for a potential long tomorrow. THLD, let me try to type that correctly this time. It's just still in that tight range. It didn't give me a trade today, but I still like it. As a matter of fact, I've got a new catalyst. Let's see, $1.07 is a potential. I should use the term potential. It's a potential catalyst, which would be if it breaks. Let's see, today was Tuesday, right? If it breaks Tuesday's high on Wednesday. So if it breaks today's high, Tuesday's high, $1.07, you look to the left, potential 115, and then potential 121, and potential breakout. So I actually, I actually like the fact that this had a little bit of selling today. All right, so it'll be on watch tomorrow. That's THLD. CYCC. This has been a really nice one, and then today gap down and is back down to the 8-day. It's time to start watching this one already for a turn back up. It's been a great trader. CPST, had this pop back here. It's done nothing ever since, and then a big volume pop today. I'll just be looking for a red to green, something like that, some kind of follow through tomorrow. And then CLVS, another breakout on big volume, looking for a follow through day tomorrow. In addition to this, we will be looking for gappers in the morning. So that's my list. Enjoy the rest of your evening. There's not much left. I'm making this pretty late, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.